Hey there, Tater Tots! Welcome back to my Minecraft Hardcore episode on 119. You may notice something a little bit different right off the bat that I've done in between episodes. You see this barrier wall behind me? So I talked about before how it was getting kind of annoying having all the villagers in my house all the time. So I did something about that. I added this kind of wall. Actually, you know what? Let's go into the free cam mode and I'll be able to show you better. There, now as you can see, we added kind of this wall, this barrier thing all the way around the hill where my starter house is, and this has done an excellent job at keeping those pesky villagers out. It's been really good. Plus, it'll keep any mobs out that, spawn on this island. Speaking of which, it's our job to protect this island, right? We're the lords of the island. We got the house on the hill and everything. So we're going to have to do some things to increase the defenses on this island. And not just that, we need to improve the village overall. And that's what we're going to be working on in this episode. So I'm thinking we can have an actual bridge that separates. Maybe we'll get rid of those houses over there and kind of contain the villagers on this island. Because that right there, that's the only connection that we have from the land over there to the island itself. So there's already a little bit of a bridge, but we might want to do something about that. Another thing is I was thinking like a wall. A wall would be really good for enhancing the protections. And another thing that I noticed is there's a complete lack of any sort of livestock here on the island in this village. So we should do something about that as well. Maybe get some cows and sheep and that sort of thing. I think it would really do a lot to spruce things up. So with that, I think we can go on our first real adventure in this series to go try to find some cows and whatnot. But before we do that, I did want to just ask a little bit of a favor, just a little bit of a favor. And that this villager is... Thank you, sir. Anyway, so my favor is can you just do me a favor, like I said, and tell one friend, just one friend, about this series or about my channel? That would be so helpful. The number one way that we grow on this channel is by word of mouth. It's by you all pointing other people towards my channel and towards my content. So if you could just tell one person, you know, it might be someone at work or someone at school saying, oh, I'm bored. And you can say, hey, have you checked out Tater Vader 5 yet? That would be so cool and I would be so much appreciated. Hi, Roy. We're just gearing up to go on an adventure. That's right. Here, actually, let me see. I need some wheat. And here you go, buddy. This is all for you, Roy. Oh, good kitty. Someone tell me how it is that I don't have leads yet. Oh my goodness. This is so painful. Come on, come on. All right, sheep down. Now let's go get some cows. And cows done too. There were a ton of them right up there on that hill, so that made things very easy. Now these are not going to be the permanent homes for these guys. In fact, I'll breed you guys up. So we're going to, because again, I don't want any of, oh, thank you. I don't want any of this kind of stuff on this side, on the land side, not on the island side. So we're going to have to find some solution for the livestock over there. But for now, I'm just glad we got these guys gathered. Now, the next thing we want to do, and hey, Roy, how's it going? How's it going? Yes, we're going to be working in here for a little bit. So as you can see, this is my storage corner. This is my sleeping corner. This is my, crafting and smelting corner. And this is all terrible, absolutely terrible. So what I want to do is I actually want to talk about what we mentioned in the last episode, and that's building out a little bit of a basement here. So I think I want to continue this stairwell going down into the basement, because another thing is I want to build a pen for our new cows and sheep, and I want to do that with stone, as well as a wall around, around the island here. And I need a lot of stone for that, so this is kind of two birds with one stone. So let me get this dug out right here, and I'll get right back with you. So I may have gone a wee bit overboard on this room. It's pretty big. So we're going to have plenty of storage. I don't think storage will be a problem. And I was just thinking about it. What if we put like a mine right here? Because we definitely, I've got this that I got out of a chest, and I think I've got 2 pieces of iron upstairs, yes, there we go. 2 iron ingots right there. So we're gonna need some more gear here pretty soon, because digging with stone tools and working with stone tools is not fun. So anyway, the next time you see this area, it's going to be filled with chests and decorated and won't look like just a hole in the ground. And if that's not a transformation, I don't know what is. Take a look at what we've done. So as you can see, I've added a lot of storage down here in the basement. This is where our mine's going to be. That's the direction that I said we wanted to do it. I've labeled a little bit of this and even started organizing. Obviously, we've got a lot of dirt there, stone, wood, food, tools, miscellaneous, etc. This is my little workstation here, so obviously furnace and crafting bench. I've got a little bit of lighting hidden back there, which is nice. I wanted to add a little bit of decoration, and then a little hidden stone cutter down there that you can barely see. I really like how this basement turned out, especially for a starter house, right? But wait, there's more. If we come right up here, you can see this area. Actually, let me take you in through the front door. That's the best way to look at these sorts of things. So if we come in, you're greeted by Roy. Hey, Roy, how's it going? I've got no fish for you. We got to get some more fish. Roy is hanging out underneath his little ficus here. I don't know. I think it makes him feel like a tiger or something like that. Anyway, moving along. Here's our bed. I just did a little bit of decoration. Yeah, that is what it is. Here's a little writing desk where I can look out the window at that mountain over there. Very picturesque view. And I put an oxeye daisy over there. If you've been watching my ultra hardcore series, my stream only series, you know what that's all about. And then a little bit of a, workstation over here as well with a little bit of storage, crafting bench, and what have you. But with that, as you can see, we're still hurting with these stone tools here. So I'm going to do an hour's worth of mining. I'm just going to go down in that direction right there. Do we have any extra tools? No. So I need to make sure I have plenty of wood with me. That should be fine. And some sticks, never hurt. And let's take a stack of cobble. Okay, I'm going to go mining for exactly 1 hour, or close enough to it anyway. And I'll show you what we came up with. Okay, we mined for a whole hour, and let me show you what we've got. The main thing that I wanted to get in here was stone because of one of our next projects when we want to build that wall. But we also got plenty. I added ores here, by the way. We also got plenty of ores. Copper. I think I have an idea of something that we can do with the copper. But this main thing, we got 33 iron, and that's going to help so much in upgrading our tools and maybe getting some actual armor on us. And while we're waiting for that to smelt up, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. I did a little bit of decoration. It could use some more work, but a little bit of decoration for the entrance of our mine right here. And you'll see that I also added stairs going all the way down. So there we've got a full set of armor. Let's make a pick. Let's make an axe. And I have 3 left. I could make a shovel, but what I really want, what I've been missing this whole time, is a bucket. And let me show you why. With this bucket, I'll be able to go all the way down here, and I put a chest here. This chest isn't, we can store some things in it, but the main thing that I want to do is waterlog it. So then I can come all the way up to our tower. Look at that beautiful sunset. Actually, let's do this real quick. Oh, man. And I love shaders in Minecraft. Wait for it to load in. Man, that looks good. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So we can now... You see right down there, that's our waterlogged chest. I can go like this. Ready? Ah! And be just fine. It's a quick way to get all the way from the top to the bottom. Let's turn these shaders off. So now that we've done that, ooh, it's nighttime. Hey, Roy, how's it going? Yes. Okay, let's sleep real quick. And then what I want to do is I want to hop straight into a time lapse of us improving this village. On your mark. Get set. Go. And that took quite a long time to do, and I actually burned through, I think, all of the copper, or close to it, all that copper that we mined earlier. Copper is one of those funny things where you get a lot of it when you mine, but you burn through a ton of it when you're actually using it to build. One thing that I'm really excited to show you guys actually is the gateways, the gates that we made for our village. So right, we put this wall all the way around, but we actually built some really cool gates right behind me. Here, let me switch perspectives. So here you go. This is the gate to go out, right? And this is what it looks like from the outside. I tried to incorporate some of the copper in here. I've never really built with copper before, so it was something that I really wanted to try to do with this village, and I am loving the way this is going. Right now, all of our villagers are protected, and what I've done is I've also lit up the entire village on the inside of the wall, so there should be no mobs attacking us or the villagers at all. So our iron golem up there, he's gonna have a better time from now on. Now there's two more things that I want to do in this episode. One of them is I need to find a place to put those guys over there. I don't like them being, so eventually we're going to tear all that down. That's probably not happening today. But I do want all of our livestock to have a place to live in here. I'm thinking over here. I'll do some sort of animal pens right here. I think this is a good spot. Two more things. You may have noticed I walked down this little pathway here. I carved this out of the mountain just as an easy way to come straight out the gate, just like so. And actually, it's off by 1 block. That's going to irritate me, and I have to fix that. But anyway, I want to improve this little tunnel that we have going on here. And then finally, because we're going to be working with villagers more and more often, I want to have a little bit more of a crop farm than just that little guy right there. I think I'm going to tear that down and recreate it somewhere else. I haven't quite decided where yet, but yeah, maybe actually this whole area right here might be really good. Anyway, let me get to work, mining and crafting, and I will get right back with you guys. Come on, follow me, guys. Follow me. We can do it. We can do it. I'm going to show you your new home. It's much better than that one out there. Man, that one out there was terrible. Yeah, single file, single file. Don't bunch up at the door. Come on. Come on. We can make it. We can make it in. Hey, okay, you two. Oh, you guys are difficult. Okay, your turn. Let's go. Let's go. Here, I'll get you all freed up. Follow right this way, guys. Right this way. Perfect. Perfect. Don't get caught up on the door. Don't get caught up. Come on. Hey, why? Whew, whew. What do you think, guys? This would have been so much easier. This would have been so much easier if I'd have just moved 2 of them, you know, killed the other ones and moved 2 and then just focus on breeding them. But here we are. Here we are. We've got them in there. I'll get them all bred up so that we can get more of them. One thing that I really like, I put these walls down because what that'll do is the sheep can't eat the grass underneath those walls. So we'll always have some grass in here to kind of spread so that the sheep can just keep eating and keep getting wool and all that. And here we are with our little tunnel going up. I kind of like how it turned out. I'm not sure if this is going to be the final form of it, but for now, I think it definitely works. I tried to do some... oh, by the way, I did line it up. It's lined up perfectly with the gate now. So I know several of you were probably worried about that. I was kind of worried about it as well. Did a little bit of detailing on the outside, and I went with kind of the typical what you would see in a village. Usually they do it with like wool, different colors of wool, alternating pattern. I don't know. I kind of like it. I think we're just going to have to see if it ties in with the other things that we end up doing with improvements to the village. But for now, I think it's definitely good enough. Really? Where were you when I was trying to move the cows and sheep? So something we learned while we were going through this exercise is 1, villagers are terrible when you're trying to grow crops. 2, a teeny tiny villager farm is not enough to try to fill this whole area with crops. This whole thing took me like a day of just going around harvesting, planting, harvesting, planting, harvesting, planting. You get the picture. But I am loving the way that this island is turning out. I really, really like it. I just need to figure out something to do with these villagers. And I'm thinking kind of like what I've done in the past with having individual buildings for the different occupations of villagers, but I'm getting way ahead of myself. Another thing that this forced me to do, as you can see, is I wanted to kind of figure out the paths. How are we getting around in this village? Hello, villagers. They're trying to chase their stray cat. So I've got this path that goes all the way around the inside of the wall there. And you've already seen the tunnel that I made going up to the upper layers. I think that's going to work out really well. But unfortunately, I've run out of recording time for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Right about now, there's going to be a video on the screen. If you want to watch more, that's how you do it. Click on that bad boy. Of course, liking the video is an excellent way to support the video. It really is a superpower that only you have. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. See ya.